it was. So, would you like to buy it from the market and then play it? Or would you like to make it yourself at home using your PC? Of course, the second one, right? I am here to show you that. So, this is a program which is all behind this job. Now, this might be a bit too much complex for you right now, but you will get it one day, soon, after you have done my 1 year session. So, I am Nirabhra Chatterjee and this is our channel Bandwidth. Suppose you are in an exam hall, in a maths exam hall, and there's 30 seconds left before your exam ends, and you have to calculate the area of a circle. Oh, I'm sorry, leaf circle. Let it be a polygon, four-sided polygon, but that's too easy, right? So let's have a 12-sided polygon, and it's practically impossible for you to complete it in hyper time in 30 seconds. So what will you do? Suppose you have your computer in place of you giving the exam. So it would be just in a click of seconds that it solves the problem. Have you ever thought what is the program behind it? I am here to explain that one. As you guys can understand, I will be your computer science teacher for the next 2 years. And here in our channel, we will study ISC Computer Science. So we have a 2-year plan which consists of many assignments, exams, live sessions, doubt clearing sessions, and many more things that you will come across in these 2 years. Before we begin our classes today, you have some rules that you need to follow. Okay, first rule, you always need to have a notebook and a pen with you because I teach in very detailed format and you need to note that down for your further studies. Second rule, we will post assignments every other week and the answers will be given in the next week. So your work will be to solve the assignments, check it with the answers and post it in Facebook, post your result in Facebook or Instagram and tag us there, or either you can send an email to us. Now our work will be to choose some very talented people among you guys who are in the top lists and mention their name in the next video. So let's begin our study today. Basically, programming has 3 types: object-oriented programming, procedural-oriented programming, and script language. Now, in case of script language, there is only a few ones like HTML that you know of. So it is mainly used for writing web pages. What you will need mainly is object-oriented programming and just for the theoretical knowledge, procedural-oriented programming. Let's come to OOP. Now OOP consists of class and objects. Now you will learn about these things in the procedure, not now. But I can say you one thing: objects are instances of classes, and classes will be just a blueprint of your whole program. In case of procedural-oriented programming, top to bottom approach. That means you will write a code. The code will start from the top line and continuously every single line will be executed without any repetition or any kind of complications and will reach the bottom and will be finished. But that does not happen in case of OOP. You can make more complexions and you can recall anything you want. Moving on, emphasis on data items and emphasis on functions. Now, if I explain these now, everything will go above your head. This will all make sense to you when you move further into my classes and follow my classes. After 1 year, everything will make sense. This is it. There are no more types of programming language, at least not for you now. Moving on to the next topic. Here are the uses of programming. So what's the first one? Communication. Of course, everybody of you knows what communication is. But does anybody know what are the computer science behind communication? Everybody uses mobile phones, right? Now these days. Come on, everybody uses it. So in mobile phones, you can call your friend, mother, father, anybody in this world and talk to them for hours and days even. So what is the science behind it? What is the programming behind it? Yes, there is a programming behind it. The next one, transport. In transport, for example, let's take local trains. Now you might think there are drivers driving local trains, but that's not computer. That's not programming. But it is. Think about the people sitting in railway management. They are guiding every driver to which route to go, which line to connect, and whatever to do. And the drivers are just following and driving using their skills. So, who's the decision maker? The one in the management, right? So, how does he make these management rules? How does it take the decisions? Yes, it is using programming. It is using every programming detail that specifies what are the routes available for a train to go and which way should it go to produce the best results. So that is to go to reach the destination fastest. Let's move on another topic. The third one is robotics. Yes, it's a very interesting topic, right? And everybody knows there's programming behind this. So behind robotics, what is the actual programming? So there is a software named Arduino. Okay, some of you, 1% of you might have heard about it. So what do we do with Arduino? With Arduino, we have different AI programs that we can turn into loops. We can rewrite them, we can code them, and we can run them, and we can form AI. An actual AI, yes, you can do it. But not now, after a few years. There's time to it. Moving on, there's aerospace. You might have heard aerospace engineering. So what is it? Well, I will not go into the details of that. Instead, I will tell you modes of aerospace. The first one, the most common one, rockets. How does that work? The amount of energy required for that, the amount of gas we have to give, the amount of heat produced, how is it all calculated? Yes, it's all programming, and just in a click of seconds the computer does it. Moving on, yes, it's a time bomb. No, I know it's all physics, but it's not all physics. There's computer, there's programming, guys. At what time this bomb will blow, the reactions behind it, everything is controlled by programming. You will learn it one day soon, but be sure not to apply it wrong. Thank you guys, that's it for the users of programming. Now let's talk about some newly and some upcoming technologies that have brought devastating effects in our lives in the last few years, and probably will bring. So the first one will be Google Maps. So what are Google Maps? Obviously you guys have heard about Google Maps, right? Everybody uses a phone these days. So what is the concept of Google Maps? It's artificial intelligence, guys. Google Maps uses artificial intelligence to detect any and every location in the world and provide it to us, where it is, its coordinates, everything. Now everybody uses Google Maps, right? So you have used this everywhere you go, anywhere you go, you can use Google Maps. Even if there's no people on the street to ask which street you need to go to reach where, you can use Google Maps. But have you thought of what the programmers do to utilize Google Maps? You will soon. Now the next one is data science. Now you have seen this already. When you type in Google or WhatsApp or anything in your mobile phones, you get recommendations on what you type. Have you ever thought how your mobile phone can recommend you what you will type? Nowadays, mobile phones know you better than yourself. So how is this working? It's data science, guys. Now the next topic, last but not least, is an upcoming topic. That is, it is known as blockchain. What is blockchain? It is actually used in case of cyber security. For example, take Facebook. Everybody has a Facebook account. Now Facebook provides security to all your personal details. How does it do it? It is by a software. It's not a software, it is a programming technique known as blockchain. Guys, let us learn today about class and objects. So, to understand class and objects, we need real life examples. For example, what I am recording in is a camera, right? So if I take camera as a class, what will be its objects? an object is a underdivision of a class. So, for example, DSLR would be an object for the class camera, DSLR SLR. Every object has attributes and behavior. Now, what are attributes? Attributes are meant to be data values and behaviors are meant to be functions. For example, in DSLR, we get high quality. In SLR, we get low quality. In DSLR, we get to change lenses. But in SLR, we don't. So, from this, what do you get of class and objects? Class is a prototype and objects is its subclass. So, class is a prototype and objects are the instance of a class. Let us check another real life example. So, we are humans, alright. If humans is a class, then its object will be male and female. So, both of these objects have different characteristics and different behavior. All of you know that, of course. So, I think you might have a bit of the theoretical knowledge about class and objects. Now, let us understand how to write a class using a code. So, guys, this is the code. Now, what do we get to see in this code? There is something called a modifier, then there is class, then there is class name and a body. Now I think you guys don't understand any of this, right? Or at least some of this. So, let's get deep into this. What is a modifier? Now, I told you class is a prototype, right? So, modifier sets that who will be able to access the items from a class and who will not be able to. Now, this will be a bit easy for you. Modifiers are normally of 4 types. So, what are those? I won't get deep into this. We'll discuss about this in another class. So, then there is the word class to be written. Then there will be the name that you will give for a class. Now, this can be any alphabet, this can be any word, this can be anything. Now, what you will write inside this program, that will be up to you. And everything that will be inside this class will be inside these brackets. Nothing will be outside these brackets that belong to this class. So, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching it. Please like the video and please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.